Alright, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video, what I got going on for you guys is I'm basically going to get into discussing why I pay resale for some sneaker investments, because I know most people are like, you know, that's just a bad idea. I wouldn't do that, but I kind of want to explain my logic to it and why I do it sometimes. And I did, stack up all the shoes I bought here at my dorm, or not my dorm, apartment. I just stack them up all here for my thumbnail, which is, I mean, it's going to be a good thumbnail, but kind of inconvenient. I got to put them all back in my closet now, but I hope you guys will enjoy this video. If y'all want more content like this, I'll just be explaining everything. Simple discussion video. I did break my computer screen, which kind of sucks, so yeah, I am going to have to replace that today, which I might have to even miss a class to go do that, which I mean, it's kind of worth it because all my work is like online and stuff, so if I miss a class for that, it's not the end of the world in my opinion. It will kind of solve everything. But yeah, if y'all want more content like this, feel free to subscribe and like down below. Again, road to 50k, got the Lightning 4 giveaway going on then, and I like go on this video just as many as possible. I appreciate it. So again, let me get to explaining all this, kind of why I do it, because I did stack up again everything right here. So let me kind of explain this. So alright, so I was gonna hop straight into it, but I kind of just want to slow down, kind of explain it here at first. So again, y'all remember I did pay pretty high for these Lightning 4s right here, but a couple of these aren't ones I paid high for. Like, the Travis's retailed, like there's a couple retail dubs in there, so that's a good thing, and that kind of makes up for the ones I paid high for already. But the thing is that when I pay for these sneaker investments, I'm just putting that money aside to hold for like a year, so I'll make money on it, and that's guaranteed. Like Lightning 4s aren't going to be 300 in a year, I'll guarantee that. I'll bet it'd be a $450 shoe in a year, so I'm completely chilling there with paying 300 for them now, 310 a pair now, which is what I did, just to have that money later down the line, if y'all kind of understand what I'm saying. That's my main reason I overpay or pay high for a lot of these shoes. But then again, there's a lot of ones that I do buy and pay resale on because I see money in it still. Like, for example, those gray Frolic Dunks, those ones are dropping on sneakers. I'll be buying pairs of those probably on release day and holding those for a few months. That's guaranteed money, and that's why I pay resale for some of these sneaker investments too. People ask me, and I don't know how long this video will be, maybe probably a shorter one. I just really want to explain this so y'all can kind of understand this concept, because I feel like a lot of people only hold retail stuff, which is understandable because retail, no risk, you can at least get your money back if it's a brick, and then if it's a good release and goes up over time, then you'll never lose money basically, because it's always going to be profitable if you get it for its retail price, unless it's a bad release or just one that has too much stock. But there's a lot of money that I feel like people miss out on when you don't pay resale for some sneaker investments. Like holding those Dunks, it's unrealistic to get like 15 pairs of Dunks for retail. Like, it's usually pretty hard to do that. There's very few people that are able to do that, and the main way you do that is by buying FLX accounts. It's no secret how you get shoes in your city. It's just kind of harder to do it. That's why nobody does it, including me. I'm not trying to buy 50 FLX accounts and try and figure out how to have all of them have the right amount of points and post to my story like, hey, if you have an FLX account, I'll split the profit with you, stuff like that. Like, I see people doing all that kind of stuff, and I could make a video explaining all that, but that's a very complicated kind of system. But if y'all want it, let me know, because that'll teach you how to become like a big reseller. I don't use the tips, but I know them. Kind of a weird thing to say, to be honest. But yeah, I just feel like it's people are missing out on free money almost. Like when you don't pay resale sometimes for these, and I get it. Like, you have to have that money available first of all. And this is another thing I want to mention too, really. So if you have the money available to make, like just buy them and hold them for like a year, kind of like a stock, then do it. Just put them in shoes, because shoes are, people will always need shoes. People always wear something on their feet, so there's always going to be a market for shoes, you know what I mean? But this is another thing I want to mention. This is also why I make bigger investments like this that sometimes I pay high for at the time. It's another thing I want to mention too, is if you're someone like me that has a consistent monthly income, like if you have a job or something, and you're someone that's younger, again, I'm 19, but if you're someone that's like 16 in high school with a job and you're getting like $1,000 a month, $500 a month, whatever it is, and you're putting it towards reselling or sneaker investing, then hopefully you are making moves like this. Maybe not this big, of course, if it's only 500 or whatever a month, maybe not only, but if you're doing that, obviously you're not going to be making moves as big as this maybe yet, but you have to kind of take into account that you have pretty much no risk. You're a 16-year-old kid or 17-year-old kid. You've pretty much no risk unless you're supporting yourself or having to support somebody. You have no risk really in losing money with sneaker investments or putting some money aside. You have no risk with it, because you're consistently making money, but then also you're just a younger kid. Like it's money you can lose. You're just like you're in your teens. That's at least how I kind of see it. Like when you're younger, it's just like it's your first job or whatever. It's not really like you maybe have to save the money for summer or something. But if you're just putting it into shoes, then you're not really losing money. Like the money is still there. Like you can make it back like that by just selling the shoes. So you're not really wasting the money, which is kind of a good thing to think of, because then if you want to go spend money, you're not going to be able to, because you've put it in the shoes, and the money's there, so you're gonna have to go through a whole process to actually get the money and spend it. So that's how I really think of it. It might be really kind of confusing in explaining everything I just mentioned there, but if it makes sense, that's also why I do this, is because I'm a 19-year-old. Like I have a lot of available opportunity, like compared to like other people that are paying that's another thing too. If you're 16, you're not paying any taxes or anything too. This is gonna be my first year paying taxes coming up in 2022, which is kind of crazy to think about. I already do it in YouTube, I think. I just don't see it because I do have a whole W-9 form there, so I'm pretty sure I already do it on YouTube. So that's just one thing. I just don't see how much they take, but it's just a normal amount. But I appreciate y'all watching the videos. But that's just another reason why I do it too. I'm a young kid. I got a lot of opportunity, or young adult, whatever you want to say. I don't really care, but I got a ton of opportunity available to me. Why wouldn't I just do it? That's another thing with sneaker investing. Why don't you just do it? Sometimes you just gotta, I don't know, just send it. I don't know, just do it, send it, go for it. But yeah, this again, just kind of a shorter video. Another thing I want to mention too is we got that social status dunk high raffle coming up for the strawberry milk shoes. I'll do a how-to cop for it, and I just figured out I live 0.2 miles. Yes, a 0.2 mile walk away from the APB store in Charleston, which is hosting the raffle, and usually nobody claims their pairs at these smaller stores. So I'm about to become good boys with the employees there, and they're hosting raffles for a lot of upcoming releases, like really good shoes. So I live 0.2 away from the raffle store. Like I'm gonna become boys with the employees for sure here. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting a pair of those social status dunk highs for sure. Very hype about that. That made my day yesterday. Even though I broke my computer, that made up for it. So yeah, that's everything I want to mention there. Hopefully I just kind of explained it. That's why I pay resale. Simple discussion video. I know maybe not something that y'all wanted, but I just kind of want to explain it because I feel like some of you just may need to hear this, because like especially with these dunk lows, the classic colorway ones, the ones that go up $150 a pair if you hold them for like 6 months. Why not? Or $100 a pair, realistically. Like the Michigan State ones went from $230, $240 to I think they're now $350, $360 a pair, and in grade school even more. So like it's available opportunity, especially these grade school ones. They're even cheaper to invest in. You can make more money. That's just kind of why I wanted to explain and get into, so y'all can maybe understand my logic, kind of what I was saying. But I get why people only hold retail releases. It makes sense. You want to have your money available for as many retail pairs as possible so you can sell and make the money now. That's understandable. But I like kind of passive money where I don't have to do anything other than just buy the shoe. You don't really have to think about it other than in the moment. That's kind of a good thing, at least how I think about it. But I guess you could say the same thing with reselling. I do both, so I understand what y'all mean. But that's everything I need to mention. So if y'all want more content like this, feel free to subscribe and like down below. No like goal, just road to 50K. That's really all we need to mention there. Don't want to really drag this video on. So if you have any questions, comments, you want to debate anything in the comments, go ahead. Or you just want to say something. Go ahead. Drop a comment. Say something funny. Make my day. But I gotta go head to this computer repair place. I don't know why. My computer had to break on me, but hopefully it'll just be like a screen replacement. I think that's all it should be, and if that is, then hopefully I'll have it back by the end of the day and continue the upload streak, or continue it back up, because I did take a day off the other day. Needed that, but that's all we need to mention. Time to go put these back in my closet. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.